What if I told you that what you remember never really happened, that you're just imagining things, that you're being too sensitive? Welcome to the terrifying world of gaslighting, a powerful weapon used to manipulate, control, and distort reality. And guess what? It's happening all around you. Welcome to Dark Psychology. I'm Dr. Watson, and we expose the hidden tactics of manipulation. Today, we're breaking down gaslighting. We are going to know how it works, how it's used in personal relationships and politics, why it's so dangerous, and most importantly, how to defend yourself and prevent it. Now then, let's get into it. So, what is gaslighting? Gaslighting is psychological manipulation designed to make you question your own reality. It's when someone repeatedly distorts the truth to make you feel confused, doubtful, and dependent on them. It happens in toxic relationships, workplaces, media, and even politics. In relationships, gaslighting can look like denying past events. For example, saying, "I never said that," or perhaps blaming your reaction to a situation. Have you ever heard someone say, "You're overreacting"? Did someone try to rewrite a memory or part of history? An example of this would be if you got into an unfortunate car accident and your partner told you that never happened. So, what is the goal of gaslighting? The goal is to make the victim doubt their memories, emotions, and even sanity. The more you question yourself, the easier you are to control. Sound familiar? Let's take it to a larger scale. Gaslighting isn't just personal. It can be a political strategy. Politicians, media outlets, and leaders distort facts to control public perception. Some examples might be creating a contradictory statement. In other words, a person says one thing today, and the next time they deny saying it. Denying reality may be used to distort the mass population of people, even though there is clear evidence of wrongdoing. When implementing gaslighting techniques, they might be questioning your judgment or memory. Have you seen someone on social media who made up a situation, or worse, made a small situation bigger than it really is? The end result is clear. A society that is too confused is easier to manipulate. When truth is unstable, manipulation thrives. Gaslighting doesn't just create confusion, it destroys confidence, self-trust, and mental well-being. Gaslighting is a dangerous manipulation tactic indeed. Their victims often experience anxiety, depression, isolation, and perhaps even a loss of identity. Due to constant self-doubt, Their victims will often feel a withdrawal from a support system that leads to accepting a false reality shaped by the gaslighter. One famous and favorite example is in a movie called Gaslight, the case of Ingrid Bergman's character in the classic film Gaslight, where her husband manipulated her into believing she was going insane. But gaslighting isn't just in movies. High profitable cases of abuse, corporate cover-ups, and political deception all rely on this tactic. However, gaslighting is not just in the movies. Husbands, as a means of divorce or simply getting rid of their wives, would often admit them to insane asylums. It's a historical fact that husbands would declare their wives insane and place them in insane asylums. This practice didn't end until the 1970s, when psychiatric reform movements and women's rights activism helped dismantle these abusive laws. So while the legal power of husbands to commit their wives without proof was strongest in the 1800s to early 1900s, echoes of it lasted well into the 20th century. So how do you know if you're being gaslit? There are several warning signs to be aware of. For example, constantly second-guessing yourself, feeling confused, or even being apologetic all the time, even when you're not wrong. The end result is that you may feel isolated and dependent on the manipulator. If this sounds like you, don't worry. There are ways to fight back. Here are some suggestions on how to protect yourself if you believe that you are being gaslit. A simple and less aggressive way of not being gaslit is simply walking away. The best defense is usually the simplest. But what if you can't simply walk away? If that is the case, be sure to trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Another defense is perhaps speaking with someone that has known you for years, or a therapist. The most important part of how to defend yourself is providing proof and setting clear boundaries. For example, you can say, "I know what I experienced, and I won't argue about it." Gaslighting is dangerous because it steals your confidence, clarity, and control. But now you have the knowledge to see through the manipulation and take your power back. If you found this video eye-opening, like, comment, and share so others can recognize gaslighting too. Remember to click the bell and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of the dark side of psychology. Next time, we will be examining the power of fear. Until then, stay sharp and never let anyone rewrite your reality.